completely focusing on, how to make, our the overall company ESG compliant. And we are working on the various initiatives that helps us, to improve, the processes with respect to the effluent management by, using, more renewable energy, by using, more, alternate routes, which can, help us, to reduce, the power. So that overall cost competitiveness also we are trying to bring in, so that we can be, a preferred supply chain partner, to the customers based in US as well as, in other part of the world. We are also keeping a close tab, how things are going to shape up. But at this point of time, the way, things are so far, unfolded, I think it appears to be little bit in favor of, India as a country. And I think definitely, we can get, benefited, out of this.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good
Sir,
afternoon.
I had a similar question that Indian chemical manufacturers are investing in green technologies and processes. As you rightly said about the ESG compliance, so a strong emphasis has been paid on sustainability and environment compliances. So if you could throw some more light on that, how is it going forward?
Yeah. So, as a Navin Fluorine, we are committed, to the ESG from, last, I will say more than a decade. And, now, further, as, the ESG compliance is becoming, a part of, your annual, reporting also. So we have, set, the targets, based on, our commitment, how we are going to reduce, our CO2 footprint, as well as, the power consumptions, how we are going to, utilize, how we are going to reduce, the water consumption, and overall, the how we are going to recycle and reuse, most of, our, the chemicals, or, the packaging goods, or, the energy in a more prudent way. So
to ask that how does Navin Fluorine plan to leverage government policies or incentives to expand its footprints in the steel and aluminium sector?
See, basically, we don't have, any subsidies at this point of time. But, of course, government is having a lot of, the PLI schemes, as well as, the subsidies, for the sunrise industry, especially, the solar, cell manufacturing,
Yes, sir.
then into
Yes,
the semiconductor space, as well as, into, the other, the EV, battery manufacturing.
I think what you just said about a small increment every day is what our mentor teaches us all the time. He's trying to be a little better every day. That resonates with what we're learning. I think most of part of my question is answered, but I'll still ask. With the increasing global interest in the fluorine-based specialty chemicals, how do you differentiate yourself from your competitors? So that's what was my question. So.
Yeah. As you rightly said, that if we can, become, the Me Too player, and then I cannot, bring, the right, we cannot, tag ourselves as a specialty chemical company, or, the technology-driven organization. So, what we are doing basically, as you know, our backbone, is the fluorine chemistry, that is hydrofluoric acid. But within, the chemistry also, there are, further, niche areas, which are, very, important, for the development and commercialization of a product, from the ideation stage. So we have, certain, technologies, where, we have, the, edge over the competition. And that is helping us, to bring, the more projects. And that has happened, over a period of time, because end of the day, to nurture a technology, it takes, its own time. For that, as an organization, you need to develop the culture. You have to, strive, for that culture. You have to bring in, this, as, your, way of life. You need, then right, the not only people, but right, the engineering tools, to make it happen, right practices. You need to have, the absorption, technology absorption capabilities. So I think, the way, we have nurtured, this particular culture, relentlessly, from last 2 decades, that has helped us, to carve out, the niche platform, within the fluorine, like, means just to, give you some, technology platform names. Then, we can do, the high temperature, fluorination, which we.
Afternoon, sir. Sir, you've already spoken a lot about agrochemicals. Just a follow-up question here, actually. So, do you see these pricing pressures from China actually easing out in the coming quarters?
No. Price pressure is going to remain, I think, for a while. See, there are various factors. Could be, as I told you, they must have come up, not must have, they have come up with the bigger capacities, better technologies.
Yes.
Currently, the lot of localized, local protections are also happening, across the globe, to protect, the economy. So a lot of inward looking, rather than, the global approach, a lot of local approach is there, to, keep, their economy running, all over the world. So somewhere stimulus are also coming, financial, support is also happening, in China, to the Chinese manufacturers, which is, their policy. So as far as, if you ask me, could be long term, definitely it is not going to be that sustainable to maintain these prices. But if you ask me, for the short term, then I personally feel, next, I see, next 2 quarters also, same sort of, price pressure may remain from Chinese. But see, always, adversity, helps, to think, or, come
Innovate.
up.
Yes.
Exactly, innovate. And I think such pressure sometimes, really help, to rethink. Sometimes we became, so, I will say, head fast, that whatever I'm doing is absolutely fine. We are doing best, at our end. But I think such type of, shocks normally help, to rethink, right from your core. And I think that currently it is happening across the industry, including, my organization, and it is helping. It is helping. Sometimes, means I never thought, that in few of the cases, we can improvise, the efficiencies, by even, 5-10%, where, the same team has, delivered, more than 20-25%, efficiencies. So I think there is still, a lot of means, opportunities, low hanging fruits, where we can optimize our cost. We can, really push, ourselves, to the, certain, deliverables. So competition is always good, but, not, too long. Okay. But then, I think, we can, expect next 2 quarters, same price pressure will remain, and we need to also, work very closely how we can improve, our cost structures.
Thank you, sir. Wonderfully said. Thank you.
It was so good to hear from you. And we're truly grateful for your time and effort that you've dedicated to sharing your knowledge with us. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our mentor, Mr. Bishnu Dhanuka, for his constant guidance and encouragement. I would also like to thank Mr. Bhuvania. Both of their visions and their dedication has been instrumental in, shaping this forum and inspiring all of us to strive for excellence. Lastly, a big thank you to all the members who have attended this session. Your active participation and enthusiasm made this event a success. Thank you so much once again. It was really Thank you.
Thank you to all of you.
sir.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Arina.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.